Hey everyone, today I'll be exploring a new topic, which might be new for some of you recent comers to the crypto world, but basically that word is tokenomics. And as Decrypt puts it, it's all about the science of the token economy, which mostly revolves around the coin's creation and management of the coin or token. So coming over here, we can see just a pretty average pie chart, but it's basically the chart of an ICO distribution and shows how the coin will be distributed upon first launching. And for a real-world example, on the Serum page, we can see it's just another pie chart with the percentages shown as to where the tokens will be going after launch. Now, coming over to the OG Bitcoin on CoinGecko, I'll just start by hiding the information we won't be using today. So high and low doesn't really matter. Trading volume doesn't really matter. But the rest of what's in this box is the most important. So first of all, we have the price, and I'm sure you can work out what that means. But down here, we've got the market cap, and I'll explain how we can work that out in a second. Next, we've got the fully diluted valuation, and I'll get to that next as well. Now over here, we've got the circulating supply. So on the left-hand side, we can see this is how many coins are theoretically available on the open market that can be bought at any point in time. And then over on the right side, we've got the theoretical maximum limit on how many coins will ever exist, counting on the community not changing the total amount or bugs inflating the supply. And at the bottom, not every coin or token will have this, but it's the max supply. So as long as the core rules of Bitcoin don't change, this 21 million maximum supply will stay at 21 million for the foreseeable future. Now, coming back to market cap, you might be wondering where this number came from, but basically, if we take the circulating supply, so about 18,735,331, and then we multiply it by the current price of one token, so $52,346, and then we get the market cap, which is basically the current price times the total coins in existence right now. Now we've got the fully diluted valuation, and hopefully some of you might have caught on what fully diluted means. And it basically means the max supply times the price. So let's take the price, $52,346, multiplied by the maximum supply, so 21 million. And then we get the fully diluted valuation of just over $1 trillion. So you might be asking, what's the point of knowing the fully diluted valuation? Well, if the price was to stay at $52,346 for the rest of time, and Bitcoin kept chugging along and mining new coins every day, all the way up until all 21 million coins have been mined, then we'll end up with the fully diluted valuation. Now, coming over to Ethereum, we can see we've got the price right here, and we've got the market cap. So now we know how to work that out. But for some reason, the fully diluted valuation isn't there, and there's no max supply. That's because there's no cap on how much Ether can actually exist, as at the moment it's a set amount mined each day, and will continue like that for the foreseeable future. And of course, not accounting for EIP 1559, which I may go over in another time, but basically it's where ETH is destroyed every time a transaction is done. Next, we've got USDT Tether, basically a US dollar stablecoin. And of course, we've got the market cap and the circulating supply. So the reason why there's no maximum supply is because this is actually a token, and the creator of this token can actually increase or decrease the supply at any time, and that's why there's no maximum supply. So this number on the right is the current maximum supply that will ever exist, and on the left we've got the current supply available right now. Now coming over to Cardano ADA, we can see this does have a set limit of 45 billion tokens. So as long as the internet still exists in a million years and the heat death of the universe hasn't overtaken us, there will never be any more than 45 billion ADA tokens, because that is the max supply. Now for a unique example, we've got the Shiba Inu token, and that has a price of $0.0000925. And you might be asking, well, if we could just get it to a cent like Dogecoin, we'd all be rich. But coming down to the circulating supply, we can see that the current available supply is actually just under 500 trillion tokens out of a total theoretical supply of 1 quadrillion tokens. So just like in Zimbabwe, everyone is technically a millionaire in Zimbabwe currency, but their currency is basically worthless. So you can technically be a billionaire today in SHIB tokens, because 1 million SHIB tokens is about $7.12 today. Now, coming over to Dogecoin, which is somehow still in the top 10, over to the circulating supply, we can see that there's about 130 billion tokens in circulation right now, and we can see the infinity sign right here. Well, that's because every minute there are 10,000 new Dogecoin mined every block, and in Dogecoin land, 1 block is generated every minute. So if you work that out, there's a lot of minutes in the day, and that equates to a lot of Dogecoin. Now, coming back to Bitcoin again, we can see, alright, we've got the max supply of 21 million, but wait, how can I actually verify that? Well, this is obviously different for every coin and every token, but if we come over to the Bitcoin source code on GitHub, we can go to the amount.h file, scroll down, and we can see it's hard-coded in to be no more than 21 million coins in existence right here. And of course, this 21 million is basically irrelevant if a certain someone were to find a bug and exploit that bug and maybe print, I don't know, 184 billion Bitcoin out of thin air, which is what actually happened in 2010, where someone created 184 billion Bitcoin in 1 block, and then since it was 2010 and the network didn't have too much value, everyone agreed to roll back the chain, fix the bug in the code, and continue mining with the fix, which didn't include the block, which made 184 billion BTC. Now, coming over to tokens again, BSC Scan and Etherscan are great tools to find out the max supply of certain tokens if it's not showing up. If you've got a really niche token that isn't on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, all you have to do is load up the token contract, and we can see the total supply is 80,000. And coming over to Tether's supply on the Ethereum network, and you can see about 30 billion has been printed on the Ethereum network so far. And now for a new example, the Yearn Finance token, we can see that the current max supply is 36,666 YFI tokens. And if you were looking at the YFI token a few months ago, you may have remembered that the max total supply was actually just 30,000. And if we go back in time to August, we can see, hold up, the max supply here is 30,000. That's not the same as what's listed on here. That's a difference of 6,666 tokens. Where did they come from? Well, since this token is just a smart contract on the Ethereum network, and there's always one person or a group of people in control of the token, and if you're in control of the token, that means you're in control of the maximum supply. So, Yearn put a proposal forward to print 6,666 tokens, and you can read below where they were actually allocated. But this is just to show, even though this page may show a max supply, this does not mean that in the future, this max supply will always stay the same, because tokens can be changed, but most coins cannot. If you like that video, consider leaving a like. If you want to have a chat, why not join my Discord server below? Okay, thanks, bye.